see. Let's go ahead and start off. Win for the week. Today, I'll go ahead and just start real quickly and share mine. Last Thursday, I was in my living room just watching a football game with my two kids. Or, other one was upstairs. She has no interest, but the game was wrapping up around like 8:15. And usually, we have the kids ready. We're going to go upstairs and go to bed. I try to go to bed around like 9:30 sometimes. But I get this random call and I ignored it. And then about 15 minutes later, an agent that I know calls me and he goes, "Oh, Ragnar, great, you picked up." I was like, "Yes, of course." He has this deal. They're in escrow. And bottom line, or long story short, is the buyer is no longer qualified. Okay. So he said, "Hey, the agent's supposed to give you a call." I looked at the number on Google, and sure enough, it was the agent. Reluctantly, I will admit this, very, very reluctantly, I called her back. It was about 8:35, 8:40, Thursday night. I wanted to be in bed. I didn't want to do any business calls. I called her back. We spoke. We ended up talking for about 40 minutes. She sent me her client's information, which I have now. Long story short, the lender that she's been using now for the past, she said, I think 17 transactions, okay, made a very, very big error. And instead of thinking that they can qualify for 450,000, they only qualify for 300,000. And how they made that mistake, I couldn't even figure out. Like, I don't know if they missed a zero or a number in the beginning of their wages, but the listed price was for 444. They didn't qualify. They're panicking. They're 10 days now, like 13 days into escrow. Long story short, I told them there's no way they're going to qualify for this. There's zero way. They don't make enough money. They're just restaurant workers making $24,000 a year. There's just no way, right? They only have 3.5% down payment. I vetted this thing out. But there was one way. By the way, their FICO scores, well, the brother's FICO score, one of them was 620, the other one was 570, right? So I'm like, how in the world did your lender tell you that they can qualify for the 570 at 3.5% down payment? Even if it's a manual underwrite, which I'm sure we can get into some other time, it wasn't going to work. Bottom line is, I reached out to Mike at SOS Credit Repair. Guys, if you have not used Mike at SOS, you are missing out. You're probably leaving some money on the table. Again, circumstantial, I understand it, but he does work magic. I have a couple that's going on with him right now. So they agreed to spend about $3,000 for a credit repair. And because I know the agent, he is convincing the sellers to hold off in this property in Hesperia, California. And we are just waiting to make this happen, right? So that's the win. Availability. You have to be available even when you don't want. That's part of the name of the game of our business. If you are available and someone else might not be, well, you might just get that next lead and be able to build that next relationship with the agent. C, let's go backwards. C.
Win for the week for me. I attended an open house on Sunday, and it was just really nice to see the amount of people walking in. 5-bedroom, 3 baths. I think it was located very well in the demographics that it served, and it was a really, really busy and positive open house. Just to see that there's still a lot of business out there.
Right. Great. And were you able to pick anything up?
Yeah, I collected leads. Obviously, I was in charge of greeting people, making sure I'm taking down their contact information. Awesome. So I followed up, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, great, good job. Yeah, if you agents, loan officers, if you plan on doing open houses, which you ought to do, especially if you're in the beginning building a business right now, make sure, as C said, he manned the sign-in station, right? Agents are so busy introducing, saying hello, setting up, blah, blah, blah. Many times they just don't have the time nor like the headspace to be concerned with the sign-in sheet. I know C too, it's always been a practice. You as a loan officer be in charge of the sign-in sheet. You greet the client, the guest that's coming in, and make sure ask them politely if they can sign in. Okay, why? Because that's a list for you to work on too, right? So you want to guarantee that. Like sometimes what happens that you're tired, you want to get out of there because it's a Saturday or something, you want to spend time with your friends and family, you forget about it, right? At the very end. But as you're doing it, it's a constant reminder. And if a page fill ups, you can even take a picture of it, right? So always, man, good job. Paul.
Yeah, I got nothing special, but I got a referral from my existing client that I'm working with.
Awesome.
So yeah, she's doing a refi, but the rate's still going up. So I'm a little concerned.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Good.
Mhm.
How did that lead come about? Was just a call, or is this an established relationship already for you?
No, it was a referral from my client.
Oh, your client. Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Mhm.
Awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
On.
Yeah, so win for the week is we did open escrow, and we have the loan on it and the buy side of this deal. This borrower, this client came from previously. She was in escrow, and that previous one fell out of escrow. We had to cancel out of escrows, but then a week later she jumped on to another investment property, and we have that.
Awesome. And how is this? Is this a lead generated through? How did you generate the lead?
Through the agent, my wife.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Through an open house or something?
They're friends, but I don't remember how they met.
Okay.
It might have been through open house or through some gathering.
Okay. And the reason why I ask, guys, is for the group, for Hyuna, for Romy, everyone, all of us here, right? Leads come in many different shapes and forms, right? They come from everywhere, from all different angles. It's just good to know how these came, and just to remind you as a loan officer where leads can come from, right? If you have a spouse or a friend who's an agent, obviously that's easy. It can come from CPAs. It can be from cold calling. It can be from an open house. It can be at a party that I was invited to, which we're going to kind of get into. It could be a late night call, right? And just because I was available. And by the way, the agent told me I wasn't his first call. Okay, so that was a key to that. I was his second loan officer he called. I could sit here and say I was his fifth, but I won't lie. I was his second call. The other loan officer didn't answer the phone call. Okay, availability is key. Awesome. Peter, would you like to share a win for the week?
Yes, I was able to save 2 refis. I basically steered the client to lock in the rate at the last minute. Who knew the rate meltdown is going to start like this? So we started at 6.1. We locked it at 7. This person had a 6.875, 7.875.
Okay.
So I was initially introduced to save about $1,100 each month. Now only saving $600 a month, but able to save the deal by doing so. And surprisingly, I had received 3 HELOCs. So I guess the rates go up. Homeowners are not selling the home, but asking for HELOCs. So we're submitting to Remnant where there's no EPO. Our commission drops 0.25%, but it's better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
So I've been doing that a couple times. And I've been testing the CRM that I mentioned to you guys a couple months ago, like mass text messaging using the Go High Level through Daily Energy. And it's working.
Great.
So I'm pretty very confident that we can launch something next month.
Okay.
All the automation, and the problem we had was responding to the text messages and emails that's coming in because of the some workflow didn't work. So sending out to multiple people was working before, but when they respond back, it was all coming to me. So now I can individually send specific responses, and I can even make it into a round robin.
Hmm.
So I'll share before I take the paternity leave. I'll let you guys know how it works.
Oh, when are you taking your leave?
Well, I'll probably bring my laptop, but I'll be starting to take leave second week, possibly no later than third week of November.
Wow, it's already here.
Yep.
Oh, congratulations. Congrats. 4. You're crazy, man. Yeah, we are excited though for both you and for the baby and for the CRM.